welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing wonderful. Hope your life is very fucking happy. I hope you have people in your life that you love very much, that love you very much, that you kiss on the mouth and that you squeeze real tight with a hug. I hope there's love and happiness in your life right now and that things are not bad. I hope you have money in your fucking pocket, and if you don't, I hope there's at least someone who loves you very much who makes you smile. I hope you have one or both of those things. I definitely do not hope that you have none of those things. I definitely do not hope that if you have no money in your pocket, you also don't have any love in your life and you're just a lonely, fucking isolated, gonna kill yourself person. I hope that's not what's going on. Hope you're the opposite. Hope you're happy to be alive, living life as fully as you can in these times. Hope you're smiling and cracking up and having a good old time. Hope the best for you. Anyway, how's it going? I'm okay. I'm not quite at that level yet of the fucking smiling, have somebody have the money, have somebody there for you. I don't have, but I'm doing good. I have humor. I have some friends I like. I have people I love in my life. I'm doing okay. I don't have that specific scenario I wish for all of you, but who knows, dude? This might be a good year, man. Who knows? Things can change very fast and very swiftly for the better or the worse. Let's all hope together that all of our lives improve very swiftly for the best, because that'd be awesome. Anyway, Super Bowl Sunday, huh? Super Bowl Sunday it already happened. It happened yesterday in the timeline of this podcast coming out and you hearing it, but it's tomorrow in terms of reality and when I'm recording this, because it's Saturday right now. I didn't need to say that. Once I said Super Bowl Sunday's tomorrow, you probably were like, yeah, well, I guess you're recording this on a Saturday. This guy doesn't need to say it out loud, but I chose to anyway. And then I chose to explain why I said it out loud. Why? Because sometimes I just say dumb shit on here. Anyway, Super Bowl Sunday. Guess what? I didn't know it was even happening. You guys gonna watch, dude? Might as well watch, right? It's not like, dude, come on. It's not like you got anything else going on. People are having Super Bowl parties. Come on, bro. No, you could have a Super Bowl party if you want. It's just like Super Bowl parties already are like, what do we do? Why are we even doing this? And in a time like this, it's like, really, why are you? The Super Bowl is the best thing to cancel in COVID, right? It's the easiest thing to cancel because it's already something that 90% of the people at the Super Bowl party don't want to watch. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if you yourself are a huge sports fan and you want to watch the Super Bowl, there's always going to be fucking 70% of the party who does not give a fuck at all about sports. There's going to be 70% of the party who should have just stayed home but wanted to socialize for some reason because the Super Bowl is that for them. If the Super Bowl isn't about sports for you, it's about a chance to socialize. Or it's nothing. I guess what I'm saying is if the day means something to you, it's either like, oh, yes, this is our yearly, I get to see some people. Or you're like, hey, the fucking sports are on, bro. I got to see who wins the championship so I can have a little more purpose in my purposeless life, bro. And that's not a knock on somebody who likes football. We all got to find purpose in our purposeless lives. My life doesn't have much purpose. You got to find something. You got to find something to give a fuck about. And I think sports is a perfectly fine thing to fill that God hole, as they call it. You know what I'm talking about? That hole in your soul that a lot of people fill with God. Some people fill it with sports. And I think that's fine. It's a little nuts sometimes, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah, I had no idea the Super Bowl was even happening. For me, the Super Bowl means nothing. I'm not either of those people. I'm the third option, which is, who cares? I'm the third option who's literally like, hey, you want to hang out this Sunday? And the person I asked to hang out was like, Super Bowl! Exclamation point. Super. I texted somebody, hey, because we were supposed to meet up. I was like, oh, you want to just meet up Sunday? And she's like, Super Bowl! She texted it in a way of like, yo, what do you mean? The Super Bowl. Like the Super Bowl is just an automatic, it's a holiday. I get that's I guess that's also why the Super Bowl annoys me. Because it is pretty much an American fucking holiday. Which, no, man. No. I understand that it is American football. The sport exists here. And we say we're the world champions at it, even though it only exists here. I guess technically we are the world champions, but we're also not competing with the rest of the world in it, so it's kind of a bullshit fucking... It's kind of a bullshit award to give yourself. Anyway, It's an American holiday, and I guess that's part of what bugs me so much because I don't celebrate it. It's an American holiday, and I'm an American, but fuck that, dude. Why? So we can all watch. The Super Bowl is either you're there to actually watch the sports and get annoyed by the people who are watching commercials, or you're somebody there who is there to see commercials, who is annoying the people who want to watch the sports. It's not a fun environment. Also, listen, guys, with the fucking commercials, first of all, they haven't been good, I would argue, ever. I don't think the Super Bowl commercials have ever been good. I think that's something, it's like Saturday Night Live, right? Everyone thinks that their generation was the best one. Everyone thinks that their fucking, when they were 10 and they saw their first Super Bowl commercial, everyone thinks that that was the best year for Super Bowl commercials. Everyone fucking thinks that when it hit them in the right way, that's the season where it was really fucking good. Same thing with SNL. I love the seasons with Will Ferrell and fucking Dana Carvey and all those motherfuckers. Chris Farley, right? But people I know who are older than me are like, nah, dude, those weren't the years. And people younger than me are like, nah, dude, those weren't the years. Hey, man, we all got our own shit. It's almost as if we all live in our own separate timelines and we all experience things how we experience them, and we got different opinions. It's almost like opinions are different. Anyway, yeah. So I didn't know the Super Bowl was going to happen. And, also, yeah, the commercials have not been that good in a long time. Also, you can watch them all online now. The news was on, or whatever the Cheddar, the fucking channel that comes on my TV Plus for some reason. It's the only channel that pops up every time a video game turns off, or I go off Amazon or Netflix. All of a sudden I hear, I see a stock market scroll. The scroll of either you're getting money or you're losing money, and then somebody being like, oh my god, the Super Bowl's coming up. And they were talking about they were showing Super Bowl ads like, ooh, this company already put out their Super Bowl ad, but they're also going to air it during the Super Bowl. Hey, dude, what are we doing? You don't even, if you watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, you don't need to do that anymore because the commercials are online before the Super Bowl happens. What are you watching for, the halftime show? Just turn it on during that. You're going to watch all of the football game to watch the fucking thing in the middle that's never that good, that's always a bad performance of somebody you like? What are you doing? And then everyone pretends like that was incredible. It was incredible. It was fine, dude. Jennifer Lopez and Shakira, when they performed, they were hot. That's what I got from it. That's what everyone got from it. Was it an incredible performance that we all fucking our brains melted from? No, dude. It was all of us going, yeah, muscular men with the fucking football. Oh my God, two beautiful women fucking being very sexual on stage. I'm into this. That's what happened. Then a choir of children came out, and it was a little weird because we were like, well, they were just pole dancing, and I was aroused. Now there's kids in all white forming on the stage. I don't want to. This is a weird mix. Shouldn't we be separating these two? Let's not. Can we not see Jennifer Lopez grind the pole and then cut to kids? I don't want to see these kids right now. These kids are making me feel strange about what's going on. Okay? Get them out of frame. Anyway. But yeah, it's always okay, that performance. It was fine. You know what that performance was? It was like, holy shit, they're both hot still. Right? That's what it was. Also, it was interesting to watch because it was kind of a competition between who's hotter. It was, dude. Whether we want to acknowledge that or not, Jennifer Lopez was definitely competing with Shakira like, hey, motherfucker, I'm 10 years older than you, and I'm going to be the hotter one at the end of this. That was like the main debate, was like, who is hotter? Like, it wasn't... That's what I'm saying, is it's just spectacle. It's just the whole fucking thing... The whole fucking thing is spectacle. We don't need it. It's not necessary. I don't have to watch it. That's my problem with it. Is that everyone's like, oh, the Super Bowl is coming up. And I'm like, I don't watch sports. And they're like, yeah, but it's the Super Bowl. So what? I don't enjoy football. Like, I'll watch a good game. If it's a good game, I'll appreciate it. Right? I appreciate sports when it's a close game, when an underdog is winning. I appreciate the story of sports. But if I'm not going to watch the first football game of the year, I don't need to watch the last football game of the year. Do you know what I'm saying? If I don't want to watch the playoffs to see who gets into the fucking chip, then I don't need to watch the chip, bro. Anyway. That's been every year for me since high school. Every single year. I have been out of the loop of the Super Bowl since fucking high school. I mean, I guess college I would know because, you know, it's just another good party to go to because that's what college is. Get fucked up. Go party. But it was just another peer pressure thing of like, dude, fucking Super Bowl party's gotta be sick. Even fucking at Sarah Lawrence College, where I went, liberal arts school, all the fucking kids were like, let's have Super Bowl parties. You guys aren't watching sports? Who the fuck are we kidding? We got fucking art students. We got fucking dudes who watch Citizen Kane every day going, ooh, I hope the fucking Colts win. What are you talking about, dude? I just saw you guys playing Quidditch on North Lawn. You know what the fucking Jets are? I don't think so, dude. What the fuck are we doing? That's how I also know it's an American holiday, is because liberal arts kids who fucking lock ladybugs in a glass box and call it an art piece, fucking dudes in fedoras with little mustaches, and ladies with paint stained on their hands and fucking sweaters, they're watching the Super Bowl and getting fucked up at Sarah Lawrence College. That's how you know it's an American holiday. Is that even fucking kids who are like, dude, fuck capitalism, fuck America, are like, hey, are you going to go to the Super Bowl party? I'm a Marxist, but do you think the Chiefs will win? That's how fucking American it is. Anyway, I didn't know it was on. And every year since college, it's been like that for me, where it always is around this time of year, and I'm like, hey, do you want to do something this Sunday? And every time it's always a friend being like, dude, it's the Super Bowl. And I'm like, oh shit. It's always a couple days before. It's always the week of. I suddenly am like, oh fuck, really? The season's over? And everyone's like, yeah, man, you didn't know that? No. Why would I know that, dude? I don't watch sports. Yeah, but like, oh, fuck, like it's an American holiday. No, I don't know. If I don't watch the sport, I don't know it's coming out. If I don't like a certain director, I don't know when his movie's coming out. If you're not interested in the thing, you don't know about its existence. Yeah, but didn't you see somebody tweet that like the Super Bowl? Don't you follow this? No, dude, I don't know. I'm out of the fucking loop, okay? I'm a fucking recluse, dude. Anyway, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, right? I don't even know who the other team is. I just know it's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs versus whoever the fuck, and Tom Brady's on the Chiefs, right? That's what I know. I don't know much about fucking football, but I know Tom Brady. That's probably why I don't like him, is because I don't know anything about football, and yet I know who that guy is. No, I don't hate Tom Brady. I don't know. He's weird, dude. He's weird. He's a weird guy. Okay? Tom Brady's one of those guys that people like so fucking much that you're like, why? What? Stop. I get it. He's good at football, but he also fucking deep kissed his kid, so I'm uncomfortable with him. Do we forget that? I feel like people forget. Did people just ignore that? In the documentary about fucking Tom Brady, there's a scene. There's no way you don't know. If you don't know about it, maybe you don't know about it, okay? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I didn't know the Super Bowl was this Sunday, so maybe you don't know that fucking Tom Brady forced his son to make out with him. Maybe you don't know that, but let me tell you about it. There's this fucking documentary they did about Tom Brady, and in the documentary, there's a scene where Tom Brady's lying down getting a massage from some dude, okay? He's got a towel up to his fucking chest. You could see his bare chest. I don't know if he's naked underneath the towel. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I think he's in his own house getting a private massage, or not so private massage, because what happens is the dude's fucking feeling up his arm, and then the door opens up, and a little kid comes in, Tom's son, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, can I check my fantasy? Can I check my fantasy team?" And then Tom's like, well, you could do that, but I'm going to involve you in my fucking weird fantasy first. No, he goes, yeah, but you know what you got to do? What do you do first? And the son's like, because the son's done this before. The son already has a face on of like, oh, fuck, I got to do this to look at my fantasy. And I got to do this to do something fun in my life. And he's like, you know the price, you know what you got to do. I think he says, you know the price, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. He says, you know what what do you got to do? And the kid walks over like fucking Paul Rudd in Wet Hot American Summer, just like, I don't want to. Right? Just a fucking kid who knows he's got to do something that's uncomfortable. Anyway, the kid walks over and he kisses Tom Brady on the lips. Gives him a peck, which I'm already like, that's uncomfortable, because I don't think people should kiss their kids on the lips. I think it's strange, okay? I think it's weird to kiss your child on the lips. It's not a necessary thing. Just kiss him on the cheek. What are you doing? That's what you do with platonic people in your life. You kiss them on the cheek. When you love somebody in not an intimate way, you kiss them on the cheek, okay? If you want to fuck somebody or you're trying to be intimate, you kiss them on the lips. Let's separate those two, huh? Let's keep them separate. Don't kiss your kid on the lips. It's weird. Anyway, Thomas Brady gets a little peck from his son. His son does it real quick and immediately like walks away because he's like, let me get out of this weird situation that I'm being forced into by my fucking weird father. And he walks to the door, and then first of all, as he's pecking Tom Brady, right? He does it real quick, and then as he's like walking away, we hear the fucking massage guy go, "Everything comes with a price, Jack. You know that." Hey, massage guy, shut the fuck up. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying the most creepy statement of all time while Jack is kissing his father Tom? He's already kissing his father Tom so that he can go look at his fantasy league. Don't say some creepy shit on top of it that makes it even worse. Everything comes with a price. What does fucking Let's Get McDonald's come with? You gotta suck his dick? What's going on here? Okay? Now, I'm taking it too far. I don't think that, listen, I don't think Tom Brady's doing that with his kid, but he's definitely making his kid kiss him. Anyway, everything comes with a price, bud. Shut up, massage therapist. You're fucking weird. So the kid starts walking away, and Tom goes, "That's it? That was just like a peck." Imagine saying that to your son after you made him kiss you. Imagine making your son kiss you, and then when he kisses you, you go, "That's it? That was just a peck." What? What? What are we doing, man? Why are you saying that to your son like that? What are you doing? So then his son comes over, ultra fucking wet hot American summer, just like, and he fucking deep kisses his father. They do a deep, passionate, a third date kiss. That's what they do. And when the kid pulls away, we hear a smacking sound that you would hear from two people who've already been into, like, the smacking sound is a fucking romantic smacking. It's disgusting. Okay? We hear a kissing smacking sound, and then the kid wipes his mouth. The kiss was so wet and deep that the child had to wipe his mouth with his arm. Hey, man! No one should be kissing their kid so intensely he has to wipe his fucking mouth. Okay? And my point is, none of that should be happening just in general. Like, in that household, that shouldn't be happening. It definitely shouldn't be happening on a documentary that you aired on television, you fucking weirdo. Did nobody involved with that documentary go, "Hey, man, I don't think we should air that part"? You know you can cut documentaries? You know there's scenes that you can cut out of documentaries? Okay? When you make a movie, you don't need to leave it all in. You can fucking leave. You ever hear the phrase, "We left it on the cutting room floor"? Yeah, dude. Hey, Tom, maybe leave making out with your son on the cutting room floor. Okay? Maybe don't broadcast that to the world, dude. Don't broadcast that to the world. It's weird. Was anybody like, "Hey, Tom, we got to cut this out"? And he's like, "No, dude, I want people to see how I am with my kid. What's wrong with that? It's all love." Yeah, I mean, I don't think people are going to see it that way. First of all, why'd you have to get a massage while making your son kiss you? Second of all, why are you making your son kiss you, dude? Third of all, why are you making your son kiss you twice in a row, dude? Why are you kissing him so wet he's wiping his mouth with his arm, dude? Let's take it out. Why are we putting this in? It's not going to be good for you, Tom. And he's like, "Trust me, dude, my fans don't give a fuck." And he was right. They don't. The world's reaction to that was like, "This is weird," for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds, the world was like, "This makes me uncomfortable." And then Tom Brady was like, "I want another Super Bowl." And all of his fucking fans were like, "Yay!" You know what bugs me too? Is that, like, dude, I've met so many fucking homophobic dudes who love Tom Brady, who are like fucking Bostonian, like, "Yo, bro, Tom Brady's fucking dope, dude, but gay people are weird." And then fucking Tom Brady's literally making out with his son, and that dude's like, "Yeah, but bro, fucking he gets the rings, dude." bro, fucking Tom Brady's so fucking good at football, I'm gonna kiss him on the mouth. But gay people are weird, bro. Like those guys exist. How does that the human species is truly fucking fascinating. That a person can have both those thoughts in their mind. They can think to themselves, I think it's gross if gay people kiss. Like I've known people who literally, if they saw a gay couple kiss in public, they'd be like, "What? That's fucking disgusting, bro." Meanwhile, their favorite quarterback on a documentary he chose to air made out with his son. What's more gross to you? I don't think... If I see a gay couple, I go, oh, cool. Two consensual adults in love. That's nice. That's fine. That's great. That's great. Two consensual adults in love. What do you see when you see Tom Brady kissing his son? Because I see, oh, this is weird. A father forcing his son to kiss him on the mouth while he's getting a deep tissue massage. That's disgusting. That is bad. Yo, bro, I fuck Tom Brady, but fucking gay people are weird, dude. You know Tom made out with his son, right? Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I would fuck Tom. Yeah, but you just said you don't like gay people. Yo, dude, fucking, I just want to watch football, bro. Dude, nothing you're saying makes any sense. Yo, dude, the Patriots is sick. The timer just went off. That's the end of the first half. I'll see you guys in the second half. Yeah, so Tom Brady's weird, man. He's a weird dude, okay? I'm not saying he does anything more than kissing his kid. I don't know. I don't know his life. But I'm saying if he's doing that on camera while getting a deep tissue massage, that's weird. It's very weird and questionable and strange, and it makes me not like the guy. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It makes me go, that guy's fucking gross. One thing I do like about Tom Brady, I'll admit this, is that he proves everything every football coach ever told me was wrong. Every coach that I've ever had that was like, football is a team sport. Football's not like other sports, okay? It's the only sport where you need a team to win. There's no Michael Jordans in football. There are Tom Brady's and Peyton Manning's, so what the fuck are you talking about? Tom Brady is on the Patriots. They win constantly. He moves to the Chiefs. The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. Hey, man, that's pretty Michael Jordan-ish to me. That's pretty fucking one-man army, one man making the difference of an entire team to me. That's what that seems like. So, Coach Dematteo, respectfully, you shut the fuck up. Respectfully, you're wrong. Shut up. Coach Dematteo was the coach at my school who got paid 6 figures off the books. Why? I don't know. Is he not doing his taxes? Maybe. Who knows? In my school, this one kid, it was a big fucking controversy, but this one kid looked up because I think since it's a public school, and technically it's like a public service and a public entity, I think all of the pay, I just sniffed a lot. I'm sorry if you're noticing me sniffing a lot into the microphone. I started to notice that I sniff a lot. I apologize. It's gross. I'm going to try and sniff either away from the microphone or not at all, dude. I sniff too much and I'm doing a lot right into the microphone, and it probably is fucking annoying. It's starting to annoy me when I watch clips back. Now I'm going to be so fucking conscious of it. Now I'm going to make you conscious to it. Now people are going to be, people who didn't care about the sniffling are now going to be like, well, now that you pointed it out, yeah, dude, it's fucking irritating. Um, but you know what? I might do it. Now I'm thinking too much about it. So you know what? If I sniff, it is what it is, man. I apologize, but it is what it is. Okay? Can't be worried about sniffles when I'm trying to fucking shit on my coach from high school. So Dematteo, so there was this kid who looked up all the teachers' salaries because it was just publicly online. And not only did he look it up, but he printed it out. Like, he printed out page by page by page every fucking yearly salary that every teacher made in the high school, and then he made copies of it and handed it to people. Like, dude, that's some fucking high-level psychological torment shit for a high school kid to do. That kid, dude, at the time, I didn't think much of it. I was just like, oh, that's crazy. But immediately, he knew what he was doing. Dude, a dude who finds all of the teachers' salaries, then prints it out and copies it, makes hundreds of copies of it so the whole school is fiending for it. That's somebody who fucking really wants to shame certain teachers with their salaries. It's got to be that. Why else would you do that other than nefariously knowing, hey, this is going to fuck with some of their egos? Gotta be. Which it did. It fucked with some teachers' egos, but then other ones, it fucking boosted their ego because then they knew it was public to their students. Like, hey, I make fucking money, dude. There was a couple. There were these two teachers who were married, and each of them made $100,000 a year. Hey, man, that's a lot of fucking dough for a teacher. For two teachers together, pulling in $200,000. What the fuck, bro? You get the summers off and you're pulling $100,000? What? 10 years fucking good. 10 years treating you well. 10 year is treating you well, bro. 10 year, dude. I can't speak English. Fucking no command of the language. Anyway, the art teacher was pissed. She was fucking really angry. She was trying to get the kid in trouble too. That's the thing too, and that's why it was such a fucking brilliant and really kind of fucked up thing to do, is because there was no way to get him in trouble. He just printed public information out and passed it around. Like, there's nothing. He didn't violate any rules. He didn't do anything wrong. He just fucking blew up the spot of the teachers who were paid nothing. I felt bad too, because the one teacher who got the most offended was the one who we all found out made the least, and she was a dope teacher. She was an art teacher, and I hope she's getting paid more now wherever she is, but she was fucking angry, and I understand that, man. But anyway, the most important thing we learned was the Coach Dematteo, who was this fucking infamous human being, this infamous creature. Coach Dematteo was the football coach at my high school, but he also was like the principal / pseudo. I mean, he wasn't the principal. He was like the fucking hitman of the school. He was the fucking bouncer of the school. He was the hired muscle. There was the principal and there was Coach Dematteo, and you could get called to either. Why? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows why you're getting called to a football coach's office? He wasn't frightening either. That's the thing that bothered me about him, is that he wasn't frightening. He was just heavily Italian, and that scared people for some reason. He had no authority over it. He was a fucking football coach, dude. Anyway, we found out that he had no salary on the books, but apparently it was a rumor that he got paid 6 figures. But then when we saw the fucking public records, he was nowhere to be found on it, which means he was being paid in cash. I don't know why. Maybe he actually is a part of the mob. Who knows? Probably not. You know, not every Italian's a part of the mob. I know people think that. I know when I was in fucking high school and kids found out that my dad owned a butcher shop, they were like, oh, he might be in the mob. Legitimately, kids would say to me, like, do you think your dad's in the mob? And I would go, no, he's not. And they'd be like, well, he owns a butcher shop. He could be in the mob. Think about it. Kids would legit say to me, dude, think about it. Your dad could be in the mob. Yeah, I've thought about it, dude. You ever see The Sopranos? Okay? Those kids knew immediately. If my dad was in the mob, I would have seen an AK-47 by now. Do you understand? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, kid in 7th grade. Yo, dude, your dad owns a butcher shop? Literally, kids would be like, your dad owns a butcher shop? Like, that's where they probably put the bodies. Hey, man, I've been in that freezer. There's just dead deer. Okay? There's the carcasses of cows. Unless these human beings are the size of fucking cattle, I don't think they're hanging on the fucking meat hooks in there. Yeah, but you don't know. Yeah, I guess not because I'm fucking 13. But at the same time, I know more than you. He's my dad, you dumb fuck. See, that's the thing is that people see The Sopranos, and I will agree that a lot of The Sopranos is like my actual life in that Italian people are like that. Like, at least my Italian family is very much when they all get together. It's very much when you the same as when you watch The Sopranos. Like it's a bunch of goombas, a bunch of ginzos, talking like this. Oh, what do you? Oh, get out of here! Oh, fungal. It is like that's what it is. That's the energy. But the problem is people watch The Sopranos and go, oh, I've met Italian people who act like that, who have the same temperament. And then their brain goes, well, if they got the same temperament, they must be doing the same criminal activities. No, man. No. That's not how it goes, dude. That's not how it goes. Just because you have the same temperament of a criminal doesn't mean you also do crimes. Yeah, dude. But I've been watching The Sopranos lately. I've only watched through it once, and I love the show. I think it's one of the greatest shows of all time, if not the greatest show of all time. But rewatching it now, it's funny seeing all the things like it's solidifying even more in my brain of like, oh wow, there's a lot of this that is true to my life. Like there's straight up a scene where Tony's telling his shrink about when he was a kid and his mom held a fork to him. Held a fork up and was like, I could stab you in the eye with this fork. And the therapist is looking at him horrified. And literally in my real life, when I was younger, I might have told this story on the podcast, I'm not sure. But I was having dinner one night with my family and my dad got really pissed at me and said, I'm going to stab you in the eye with this fork. If anything, it was more aggressive because he wasn't saying I could do that. He was saying I'm going to stab you in the eye. And my girlfriend at the time looked horrified. And then later, I saw a therapist for a short period of time. Then I had to. I told you guys about this. If you didn't hear that podcast, I saw a shrink for 3 sessions and then couldn't see him anymore because didn't have the money, couldn't afford it. Also, that guy was kind of an asshole. But I also told him about the story of stabbing. My dad saying, I'm going to stab you in the eye with this fork. And he, like Dr. Melfi, looked at me horrified. So it's just funny to be watching The Sopranos and for a moment like that to be like, oh, dude, I lived that moment. The moment that Tony's living, I guess I lived that as well. Thankfully, I don't think my dad is as much of a villain as his mom, but it's just interesting. It's interesting the similarities. It's interesting. It's interesting how well they were able to convey the Italian experience. That literally I can watch it and be like, oh yeah, my Italian father did the same to me. It's impressive. It's a testament to how well made the show is. But yeah, Dematteo, dude. Dematteo got paid off the books. Fucking didn't like him. He wasn't intimidating, dude. He wasn't. He was just a fucking wide. He was like a fucking not in shape, not fat, wide dude. You know what I'm talking about? Just like a fucking brick of a person. And Yeah, I ended up making videos of him. I think one of them's still online. But I ended up making videos of him where I was him. Like I did an Italian accent. I was like, yo, football, Dematteo football. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to fucking make the X's and O's and the slant lines, and we're going to fucking pass it to fucking Victor Prado, and Victor Prado's going to pass it to the boo-boo, and then we're going to go back, forth, up the other player's ass, Letizia football. That's basically what I did. I did that to a camera to impersonate the guy. Because I wanted, because people were afraid of him to a degree where I was like, no, dude, you need to understand this guy's a fucking idiot. People are afraid of this dude, and yet I had a friend whose name was DeBellis, and the coach called him DeBoo-Boo. Because he probably he either didn't know how to say, he knew how to say, DeBellis is an Italian name. He knew how to say DeBellis. He just said DeBoo-Boo because that's what fucking a Ginzo does, you know? Anyway, how can I not make fun of that guy? How can I not make fun of the dude who everyone's afraid of who calls a dude DeBoo-Boo? How can I not do that? I got called to his office one time. We were doing something in the cafeteria happened where someone threw something at somebody. Like somebody in the group of kids I was sitting with did something, and then somebody told on them, and then we all got called to the office. And no, that isn't what. Did we all get called? They thought it was me or something. For some reason, I specifically got called to the office. I don't know if it's because they thought it was me. I don't know if it was, as Tony Soprano would say, because I'm Italian. Fucking this Italian coach discriminating against other Italians. But again, he was like a bouncer. He was like hired muscle. So he would sometimes patrol the fucking cafeteria. Which other old ladies would do too. I don't know why we were afraid of him. He was a hall monitor. Like, what? He had the same job as lunch ladies when they were off duty. Why are we afraid of this dude? Why is anyone fucking intimidated? Anyway, I got called to his office for some reason. Because my friend did something wrong. And I think he called me and a couple other kids, something like that. I don't know. They called us one at a time, whatever. They called me in, and I go, I didn't do anything. To be honest, it was a very fucking Italian mob move. I was like, I didn't do anything. And they were like, well, did you see someone do something? I go, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. Because I'm not a fucking rat, bro. My dad was never in the mob, but he did teach me, don't be a fucking rat. No, I probably just had seen Goodfellas at that point, and I was like, hey, don't be a rat. Even though that movie's like, don't be a rat, but when it comes down to it, be a fucking rat. I like how with this the fucking through line of Goodfellas, like the moral of the story is like Italians pretend to have codes that they betray at any moment. Italians are not as honorable of people as they think they are. That's the synopsis of that movie. Italians lie about their ethics. That's a great movie. Goodfellas might be my favorite gangster movie of all time. Not sure. It's very good. But anyway, I got called to the office by fucking Dematteo. And first of all, I'm already annoyed because I don't find the guy intimidating. Okay, I don't. I'm not trying to be like I was the only one who didn't fucking no. I was just the only one who grew up with an Italian enough father to understand that this guy was a fucking dummy. I feel like Italian people, if you grow up around them, you understand that a lot of them are clownish. You know, some of them are terrifying. Some of them you have a right to be scared of, but a lot of them are clownish. But again, it's a fine line because some of them who are clownish are also fucking terrifying. You know that scene from Goodfellas? Am I a clown? Do I amuse you? When Pesci does that? Pesci's funny as fuck, but he'll also stab you in the eye. And my dad, same thing. He says very stupid shit, and it's very easy to laugh at him, but at the same time, he'll threaten to fucking stab me in the eye with a fork. So it was hard to tell. I don't blame these kids for looking at Dematteo and going, I don't know. He seems like he's going to hit me. He gave off that vibe, dude. Italians really give off the vibe of, I might hit you at any moment. I don't know why we give off that vibe, but I think that's what Italians give off. They give off, hey, you fucking... Even when we're like, hi, hello, there's something in us that makes a person see, hey, how's it going? I might fucking... Anyway, so I get into the office, finish the fucking story, man. Can I just finish the story? I get into the office, and I was like, didn't do anything. And then he's like, what's your name? And I was like, Jake. He's like, Jake what? I was like, Letizia. And he goes, oh, Letizia. Okay. And what he meant by that was I had two older cousins who are now passed away, rest in peace, but they would get in trouble a lot. I mean, the way they died eventually was one of them was they both got on heroin, and one of them tried to get off heroin, and in trying to get off it, he ended up overdosing on the drug that you take to try and get off it yourself. I forget what the drug's called. Very sad stuff, man. He hit up my brother and was like, he messaged my brother on Facebook shortly before he died and was like, hey, I would love to see you and the fam sometime, because we drifted apart from them because they would get in trouble a lot. And I think my parents were like, hey, they didn't want me around them because they were getting into some bad shit. But yeah, one of them died because, and that's such a bummer. Because he was clearly, like, he was hitting my brother up, like, hey, I want to see you guys again. Like, that sucks when that happens, man. He was on the path to fucking trying to fix his life. And he OD'd, man. That fucking sucks. Anyway, but him and then what happened was he ended up dying, and then his brother, I think, got fucking severely depressed, and he ended up overdosing on heroin. I don't know if it was, like Mac Miller technically died of an overdose, but he seemed like a very depressed dude. It's one of those things where it's like you're not killing yourself, but you're trying to die, Anyway, they both died. Which isn't funny, but I'm laughing because it's uncomfortable. Sometimes you laugh when you say something dark just because you're like, what else am I supposed to do after I said that? But yeah, they were troublemakers when they were around and we were in the same school together. Right? So he hears the name Letizia and he's like, oh, fucking Letizia. And I immediately go, they're my cousins. Because also, dude, you're a paisano, dude. You're a fucking Italian, Dematteo. I think you're a cunt, but I don't assume that your fucking kids are cunts too. You know what I'm saying? I think you're a fucking douchebag, but I'm not going to blame your family for it. Anyway, I was like, they're my cousins. Also, I'm Italian. We're both Italian. Like, why are you fucking... This is Italian on Italian violence right now. What are you doing, bro? Anyway, I go, they're my cousins. And he goes, oh, okay. They're your cousins? I go, yeah. I go, I don't hang out with them. Because I didn't at the time. Because I didn't get into the shit they got into. They got in trouble a lot. I did not. Not that I wasn't misbehaving every once in a while, but I wasn't doing it in the style they were. Anyway, so then guess what ended up happening? He said, all right, you can go. You can go. You know why? Because he had nothing on me. They didn't see what we did or what my friend did. They just fucking somebody said, oh, this kid threw this thing. And then they were like, let's call everyone to the office. They called me to the office. And guess what? He's not the principal. He's just some guinea coach, dude. He's got no fucking authority in the building. So I just said, hey, wasn't me. He goes, who are you related to? All the other Italians? And I said, they're my cousins. And then he was like, well, this is the end of the line because I don't really even work here. I don't even work here in reality at all. I just coach the team. They slide money into my fucking pocket. and I go home. I don't even know why I have my own office. This dude had his own office. Why? Why does the football coach have his own office in the building that he doesn't even teach it? Most of the time, a football coach is also a teacher. He's also a fucking, like a something. He also teaches something, dude. And do I know that for a fact? No, I don't know that for a fact. What do I have to base that off of? Nothing. Now that I'm thinking about it, actually, one of my favorite movies of all times, Remember the Titans? I don't know. I think he was just a coach in that movie for the high school football team. I don't think he taught. I'm not sure. I don't remember. That's a great movie, by the way. For a long time, that was I would say that my favorite team was the Titans, and everyone would go, "Why?" And I would be like, "Cause Remember the Titans is a great movie," and then people would go, "Well, that has nothing to do with the actual team." I go, "Doesn't matter. Good movie." And they'd be so mad. What a stupid thing to get mad at. Hey, doesn't matter. It's a good movie, bro. And guess what? The year that I was like, I like the Titans because Remember the Titans is a good movie, miraculously that year, the Titans won the Super Bowl. So guess who was fucking right, dude? It didn't make sense because they're not related, but they fucking won the Super Bowl. So who was right on that one? Anyway, Dematteo fucking sucks. Dematteo football. Yeah, I made a parody video of him where I was Letizia. And I would just basically talk about X's and O's and slant. I would talk about making plays, and then I would end sentences with Letizia football. I would just rant, and I'd be like, yeah, football. Because he's dumb. That's why I would do that. Also, he was racist, so I would fucking, I just tried to turn him into the buffoon he was. Anyway. Yeah. Football is cool. Yeah, the Chiefs won. I don't know. All I know is tomorrow the game will happen. Somebody will be upset that their team lost, and other people will be happy that their team won. Everyone's going to say we, even though you had nothing to do with it. That's the thing I don't like about sports either, the we thing. And this isn't, what I'm about to say is not like an original thought, right? Many people have made this point already, but I still hear people say we, so I'll make the point again. You're not on the team. You're not on the team. I made this point once to another kid in my high school because he was like, yo, we're going to win. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. He was talking about the fucking Giants or whatever. And I was like, hey, man, Eli doesn't know you. Even if the team wins, you didn't do anything. You have no connection to a championship team winning the championship. Yeah, but we're fans, so that means that... That's always what people say. Oh, well, we're fans, so the team wouldn't exist without us. What? What does that mean? Whether you're a fan or not, doesn't matter. Like, you as an individual fan does not matter. Yeah, maybe if no one went to go see their games, the team would no longer exist, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But, like, it's not... That's like me going, yo, when Christopher Nolan makes a movie, that's like me going, yo, we did it, dude. We fucking killed it at the box office. No, we didn't, dude. I had no part in Inception. Okay? I had nothing to do with fucking anything to do with The Dark Knight. I saw that movie 5 times. At no point did I say, hey, we made a great film, my dude. No. When Tom Brady scores a touchdown, you didn't do anything. You sat there and watched and fucking had trouble with the fact that you want to fuck Tom Brady while also you don't like gay people in your brain. That's something you got to deal with. That's what you did. You had complicated thoughts about your sexuality when he got a touchdown. That's what you did. You didn't get the touchdown. You didn't. Okay? If your team wins, that's cool. It's your team, but you're not on it. You're not on the team. You could say, "Oh, my team is the Jets," but you can't say we We're the Jets. I'm a Jet. No, you're not. You're a fan. And that's fine. That's fine. But let's keep it in perspective, you know? That's the end of the second part. I'm going to do one more. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right. What's up? I'm back. Yeah. So, I had the argument with this kid. And I remember my teacher, Mr. Moore, he was the economics teacher. He was overhearing me and this kid argue in the cafeteria. I think we were on, it was free period. So it was just like, homeroom or whatever you call it. It's just the period where we had fucking nothing to do, so you're supposed to study or whatever. But instead of studying, you would argue about shit like, hey, man, you're not a part of the team. Yes, I fucking am. No, you're not. Anyway, I was arguing with this kid. He's not, stop saying we because he has nothing to do with the team. And then my economics teacher, Mr. Moore, was the, hall monitor for a time. Again, dude, fucking Dematteo, hall monitor, didn't teach shit. He was the football coach. Fucking Mr. Moore, he taught economics, but also was a hall monitor. Hey, dude, he was a chaperone in the cafeteria. Hey, man. Get a fucking actual job at the school if you're going to have an office there, Dematts. Dematty fucking O. Anyway. So Mr. Moore came over because the debate kind of like got heated but then died down. And also I was in the minority on this one. It was me versus like two or three other kids. And I think what happened was one of them was adamantly arguing against me, and then one of the kids, or the other two kids, let's just say it was two other kids. I think it was two other kids. I was arguing vehemently with one of them, and then the third kid was just sitting there kind of like going back and forth. Like he was like, oh, wow, Jake's making some good points. This other fucking kid's making some points. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, all of a sudden, Mr. Moore comes over, and he kind of walked weird. I don't know. I'm not shitting on him, but he did. He walked a little strange. He looked kind of like a frog a little bit. He was a fucking endearing, beautiful man, okay? But he looked kind of like a little toad-like, and he walked over. He walked in a way where I think there was something wrong with his walk, but also like I didn't know that. I just thought he had like swagger. I don't know if that's fucked up to say. It is what it is, man. He walked in a way where I was like, you knew he was coming, Anyway, he came over. Rest in peace to him. He's also dead. Everyone's fucking dead, man. God damn. He died a couple of years ago. But he was a good teacher. Anyway, he comes over and he's like, you're right about that. And I was like, what? And dude, that's a big deal. And also that's checkmate. That's not only a big deal, but it's check fucking mate. The teacher came over, the economics teacher, who this kid's whole argument was, we pay the ticket. We're the reason why those teams stay alive, right? Because of our purchasing power. And then the economics teacher, the fucking authority as far as we're all concerned in high school about money and how it works, he comes over and goes, hey, Jake, you're right. This kid's got nothing to do with that team. And I remember because, we're fucking in what, 10th grade or whatever we're in. I think I was in 9th or 10th grade. The other kid was in like 11th or 10th grade. I think the kid was a year older than me. But as far as we don't know shit. Also, it's a teacher. In that environment, teacher, student in high school, you don't argue with your teacher. You're just like, damn, whatever the teacher says is law. So if a teacher comes in and weighs in on an argument, you won the argument. So he basically came over and laid down the law and was like, Jake's right. You don't have anything to do with the team. The team would exist whether or not. It's owned by a fucking person. The team exists because of the person who purchased the team. You don't have anything to do with it. You're fucking, if you don't see the tickets, that team still exists. Or if you don't buy tickets and see the team, they still exist. And I was like, dude, I don't know if anything you're saying is correct, but you're fucking a person of authority in the room. Hell yeah, dude. And I remember the kid's face was like, no, what? He was so pissed. It was so good, dude. I was so fucking happy. He was so mad. Because what's he going to say? There's nothing to say. It's me and the adult versus your fucking opinion. And also at this point, the third dude, the dude who was in between the two of us, who wasn't sure, he was on the fence, he was fully flipped to my side at that point. He was like fucking Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore with his sweet fucking swagger. Frogman Moore. That's mean, dude. That's mean. Is it mean? Frogs are fucking cute, dude. Anyway, Mr. Moore was a cutie. Anyway, yeah, dude, he fucking, Mr. Moore comes in and lays down the law. Dude, I'm flipping. He flipped to my side, and it was a good victory. And I think as soon as Mr. Moore left, the kid who was older than me, who was arguing, was like, whatever, I'm still going to say we. I think we just laughed. Because that's what it is, dude. You could say we. At the end of the day, say we, man. I don't care. I'm just fucking with you. It's all good. You could say we. If it makes you feel better, if it makes you more satisfied with your life, say we, dude. Who gives a fuck? If it makes you feel a part of something, say it. It's stupid, but whatever. I do stupid shit too. I play fucking video games for hours. Like, I'm not Batman. You know? You're not a part of the fucking Jets, but I'm not Spider-Man. But I pretend I am as I play the game. Like, while I'm playing fucking God of War, I am Kratos. I'm not Kratos, but I am, you know? I get it. You're fine. Say we. I don't give a fuck. It's dumb, but do you. Yeah. Anyway, Super Bowl. I guess this is a fully fucking Super Bowl episode. This is a full-on football episode. I guess one thing I'll say is, even though I don't celebrate the Super Bowl anymore, I mean, I do have good memories with it. I guess I could share one good memory, and then I'll share one fucking thing, and then I'll end the podcast for the week. But I got my first kiss after the Super Bowl. I don't know if I told this story already. If I have, I apologize, because I'm going to say it again because it applies to fucking what I'm talking about. My first kiss was, I was like hanging out with this lady who I thought was very cute in high school. And the first kiss technically was, I was hanging out with her at a friend's house, and then she had to leave, so I walked her outside. And then I went for a hug, and she went for a kiss, and she ended up kissing like my cheek, like part of the end of my lip and my cheek. And then as I hugged her, was like, oh no, I fucking blew it. She was trying to kiss me. I fucked the whole thing up. And then she just kind of got in her car and left, and we both had the thought of like, oh, fuck. I think she had a thought of like, did he not want to kiss me? And I had the thought of like, fucking goddamn it, I wanted to kiss her so bad, and I blew it, dude. I blew it by going in for this stupid hug, you fuck. Anyway, so Super Bowl Sunday came around, and we were watching it at my friend's house in his fucking basement. Very romantic. In his smelly fucking later to be found black mold basement. This kid's basement, we later found out, had fucking severe amounts of black mold that definitely probably affected my lungs over the years. Anyway, I invited her to that dungeon. And she was like, hell yeah, because we're in high school, and like a basement's a basement. It's not a big deal. So we go in the basement. We're all hanging out. It's like all dudes except like her and one other girl, I think. And, she's sitting next to me. And it's a recliner, and we end up reclining it during the game, and then we're kind of like sitting real close. I was too inexperienced to know what the fuck to do, so all I did was I sat as close as possible to her. That's what we did. Our legs were touching, and I was like, damn, dude, I'm killing the game. Also, everyone's there. We're eating fucking Planet Wings. Like, what am I gonna do? Make out with her? No, bro. This is not the setting. I'm not gonna have my first kiss just be in the middle of the Super Bowl with my boys around. while we have fucking Planet Wings sauce on her face. Anyway, so we're sitting, our fucking legs are touching, we're reclined together, you know? I'm thinking, damn, dude, we're almost fucking. No, I'm thinking, damn, dude, she likes me. But in my head, I still was like, I don't know, this all could be a ruse. Like, this was the first time where I liked somebody and they really liked me as well. And, you know, when that's your first time experiencing that, it's hard to know what the fuck to do or to believe that it's really happening. So we watched the Super Bowl. It's a nice time. Our legs are touching. It's romantic. We fucking ate barbecue sauce wings. And I'm like, oh, I'll drive you home. So I drove her home. And then we get to her house. And I don't listen. Again, I don't know if I remember this perfectly, but I pull up to her house and I'm looking at her and we're both sitting in the car, and in my head I'm like, I know this is the moment, because we had hung out enough times, we had that almost fucking botched kiss, and I knew that this was the moment. This was the time. It was fucking game day, bro. I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl or anything like that, but it was game day for me, dude. It was time to fucking get a touchdown, bro. And I don't mean sex, I mean just a kiss. It was time to fucking have my first kiss, to kiss this girl, to fucking make it official, to make her know, hey, I like you. And we're sitting in the car, and looking back now, it was so obvious, like, oh, she was waiting for me to kiss her, because she wasn't leaving the car. In my brain, I was like, I got to do this before she leaves the car. But in her brain, she was like, I'm not leaving the car until this fucker does what he should have done outside of our friend's house. So she's sitting there and I'm looking at her and we're like smiling. I'm like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do? Because the first time you kiss somebody, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to do it. You don't know how to go in. I'm like thinking about like what angle my head should be when I fucking slide towards her. Like what's the most fucking smooth way to get my face over to her face so that we can smooch? Who knows? Once we start smooching, I've never done it before. How do I do it without seeming like a fucking dumbass amateur? I don't know what's going on. So some time goes by, and I don't know if I said this, but for some reason I think I might have, don't know, but I might have said, "Oh man, I really want to kiss you," or something. I think I might have said that, which I wish I didn't, but I think I might have said something like, "I want to kiss your face," or I tried to say something cute to be like, "Can I?" I tried to put it out there of like, because I couldn't read vibes, bro. I was like fucking 16 or something like that. 17? 17, I'm old enough to read some vibes, dude. I should have been fucking smarter. But I didn't know what was going on. I was like, I don't know. Let me just say this. And I could be misremembering. Maybe I said nothing, but I think I said something like, "Oh, I want to kiss you," or "I've been thinking about kissing you." And then she smiled, and I was like, okay, she wants to, like, this is a consensual thing. This is a thing we both want to happen. And I moved in and we started kissing, and we fucking made out, and it was dope. And yeah. And then every time we stopped kissing, I kept kissing her again, because I was like, in my brain, I was like, damn, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this, dude. I can't believe this is happening. And then I'm pretty sure like a couple, like fucking 10 minutes after we made out for a little bit, we were just sitting and talking for a while. And then I was like, "Do you want to go to prom with me?" No, I don't think so. I think the prom discussion was a separate time. Right? Yeah, I don't think I asked her to prom in that moment. Or there was some other dance that we were going to go to that I was like, can I go? I don't fucking know. No. The prom thing was later. Anyway. No, we just made out, had a nice time, and that was it, man. And you know what? At the end of the day, the Super Bowl, if the Super Bowl causes young love to have their first fucking smooch, then it's okay in my book. Okay, dude? The Super Bowl was enough to make my first kiss happen, which is pretty fucking cool, man. I'll give credit where credit's due. Still think it's stupid, and I hate that it's an American holiday, and I'm not interested in it. But it's nice that it made my first kiss happen. Anyway, that's it for the podcast this week. I had a fucking wonderful time. This is very fun. Yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Rate and review on iTunes if you can. That helps a lot. But yeah, subscribe, like it, share it if you want. Yeah, thank you for listening. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit.